This is Sybert signing in to Kane's Wrath on the map Redzone 9 for a regular old 1v1. It's not part of some big series. It's not part of a tournament. Just a quick and dirty match. No long extended nothings. But in the north, as the Cyan Traveler 59, this is Futurama. Always glad to see that guy. And in the south, always glad to see this one as well. As the green black hand, give it up for Drive. It's nice to have like that Panic Leaf game, just one game and done. After doing basically a month of nothing but Winter Championship, so many videos, 14 hours worth of games casted, something like, I don't know, 40 or 50 replays, and just a huge amount of stuff. It's nice to have like that Panic Leaf game, which was pretty darn entertaining. This, which hopefully will be entertaining. And, you know, just some one-offs, which, by the way, if you haven't seen the Winter Championship games, they were absolutely amazing. One of the best hit rates for tournament games. Like, not every series was fantastic, obviously, but in terms of hit rates for, you got, you know, 40, 50 replays, how many of them are, like, pretty good games or really amazing games? Really good percentage of them. So if you haven't seen those VODs, be sure to check them out. Traveler 59, Futurama, Black Hand, Drive, and just Black Hand things. Flame Tank and a Reckoner popping on out. And, well, there's actually going to be, it's the double. Okay, so it's not double Reckoner, but it is going to be double Black Hand squad. And you guys saw the units pop out at the same time. Drive maybe attempting to do that to deny the scout, because then the units show up a little bit later. Basically, what you do is when the Flame Tank or the Reckoner is 99% complete, you pause it in the build queue and let the other unit build until it's 99% complete, and then you can unpause the first one, and they'll both complete basically at the same time. It, in theory, would have given a more opportunity to deny scouts. But, of course, that buzzer shows up. It may not even matter. The War Factory down to about half health as Futurama. No, he gets the body block with the Nerve Center. The Reckoner double buzzer hive. So if there's an eject, it's going to be over before it begins. And Futurama saves it. The War Factory, the Nerve Center, he even has the backup portal pumping out dissents as he gets the scout on that play. Futurama feeling good with his blue Tiberium and his Flame Rush denial. But it's going to be a double War Factory play from Drive. He's actually snuck his MCV up in the north. He's like got this tip spike and he just plants his MCV a little bit further north. At first I thought it was an MCV cell, and this may be an attempt at trying to make it look like an MCV cell. First cultist is on the front line, but there's actually going to be two cultists here. Second group of buggies comes in. They do get nabbed. Mind control wreaking havoc on Drive as his Black Hand units get overwhelmed and destroyed. This front line can keep moving forward because Futurama still has gas in the tank, but back at home, he's pretty much all through his blue Tiberium, so this attack can't keep up forever. He's going to have to transition to a natural expansion as the Seeker tanks aren't in great numbers. There's one Seeker tank left as he's got more reinforcements coming across the map. Finally, more Seeker tanks are actually here. 3 cultist squads, but only 1 buggy has been nabbed. Drive pulls back to his War Factories. No Shredder turrets, no base defenses, no Hand of Nod, nothing getting deployed. Drive has 4.2k in the bank, or even more than that, as the temporal wormhole expires. And finally, Shredder turret comes online, and not enough to grab a cultist. Still, many cultists out on the map. The buggy's not in high enough numbers, and Drive is getting dumpstered on his own front door. He's still got a lot of cash in the bank to be able to keep producing units. He's got the double War Factory, and now he might finally get the jump on these cultists. 1 cultist squad goes down, but there's still 3 alive, and they've got lots of members. It looks like all of the Seeker tanks have almost fallen away. No, there's still 3 left back at the main base, and it looks like the cultists will run for the bunker, and there's the blink forward. There's the Prodigy. Many people in the Winter Championship not enjoying seeing the Traveler 59 play. And, well, so far they may not be liking this game either. Mind control can be extremely frustrating to play against, but it looks like Drive has forced it away, and he's got those buggies camping. He may lose the buggies, but area mind control comes in. Tripod getting blinked forward. There's the sell-off of the War Factory. The Prodigy running rampant in the base of Drive. Futurama may actually have his own problems to deal with. Never mind, it's just a Cabal and a couple of rocket squads. It's not even that big of a deal, but there's going to be a couple more Scorpion tanks exploding as the Tripod gets blinked away to safety once again, and the Cabal squad with the Black Disciple hoping to go for the kill. And the Prodigy escapes! Right on the edge of range, the Prodigy escapes. But the pressure keeps on up. Futurama, he's got $3 grand in the tank, but he's only got one refinery on the front line. He may have very well lost another one, but at the same time, Tier 3 getting targeted down, getting burned down, and Futurama is not dealing with the Black Disciple earning its cost, earning its stripes as no, the Prodigy gets sniped, the Tripod gets sniped. Something happened over here as it looks like Futurama is having a lot of trouble dealing with a bit of pressure from Drive. A Black Hand squad goes heroic on the other side of the map, and the Tier 3 goes down. Are you kidding me? Drive snipes the Tier 3 of Futurama after dealing with all of that stuff at his front door. He gets a couple of squads across the map, and Futurama totally failing to deal with this attack, this counter pressure from Drive. Rocket squads get cleaned up. Tripod trying to hold its own against a couple of infantry squads, and Drive has this now northern expansion. He has got himself a Tripod. He has got himself double hand of Nod pulling out the somebody beacons for some reason. Drive, I guess, calling attention to barracks or something. I don't know. Maybe there was a bug happening, but whatever the case, Drive snipes the Tier 3 of Futurama, steals a Tripod, and both players look to stabilize, look to get themselves back in this game. They've traded places a couple of times here as far as who is in the driver's seat. These two players, they played so many matches over the course of the last couple of years. They've played so many scrims. They've played each other in tournaments many, many times, and it's always a close one between them. They seem to be eternally locked in a struggle back and forth. But the front line of Rockets is coming forward. Cultists are cool, but you know what's even cooler is 100 Cabal squads with Black Hand Disciples leading them as a Cabal gets grabbed and the Cultist immediately gets denied. Those Cabals are keeping the Cultists at bay. The Tripod hanging out in the background, but it's going to be another hand of Nod. No vehicles on the front line. I don't even think any vehicles on a reinforcement path as Drive has yet to rebuild his War Factory or put it to use. Cultists coming back to the front line. Buzzer Hives getting dropped one by one. Futurama's front line failing. He lost his Tier 3, he lost his tech advantage, and now his front line, his economy is collapsing out from under him. The harassment from Drive has been unanswered, and Futurama, who had a fantastic opening, denying that flame rush, can't now deny the slow flame wall moving forward at his natural expansion. Cultists grab a couple of more units, a couple of more Cabal squads shaved off here or there. The Buzzers seem to be making good progress, but more and more and more units as the Rocket squads don't stop coming. The Cabals don't stop coming, and Drive still is almost out of cash, but so is Futurama, and Drive is stealing a tip spike from Futurama. The front line has almost completely crumbled. Drive has almost broken through the double Buzzer Hive behind the drone ship. The Cultists dodging in and out, trying to grab as many squads as they can, and Futurama may have been able to tip the scales of the fight, but he still can't defend his harvesters. One more harvester goes down. The Cultists running for that Tripod. They'd have to commit heavy into enemy territory if they wanted to grab that Tripod, and the barracks have gone quiet. The production has slowed down. Was that an MCV cell engineer? That might have been. Drive has committed fully into this. If he didn't rebuild a War Factory, and I don't see one, he may be all in with just these two barracks and the Tripod on the front line. It's all coming down to this. Denying this economy has been keeping Drive in this game, and denying the base of Futurama has been keeping him relevant. As the Cultists come forward, once again, they take heavy damage there. The final squad goes down. It's down to just one Cultist squad. The tech has been denied so many times by Drive, and now it's just a couple of power plants in the north. It all comes down to this small group of units, this small group of buildings for both players as they fight it out on one last battlefront. The economy almost collapsed for Futurama. He's got a little bit left in the tank. One harvester, one refinery. Like, this is 1 minute into the game, and yet the Buzzer Hives in a critical position behind that MCV have gotten so much value, and now the barracks getting camped. Drive having sold off his barracks. He's going to find himself in a dire situation, but there are no vehicles for Futurama. He has been completely gutted of anything but buzzers. The only thing he has left is buzzers. There's going to be another cultist grab. The Cabal squad tries to commit to the attack, and the Black Disciple does not get the kill. Futurama has cleared the battleground once again, but it still feels like neither player can close out this game. Drive, now with way too much money and only one barracks worth of production. He's managed to sneak out a couple of rockets, a couple of Cabals, and he's going to try and go for the backstab. The tripod moving around onto the north side, but no, it backs on up. Barracks is back out. All right. Futurama has found some kind of ability to sneak out units. He's finally got a barracks online. He is keeping his harvester offline as he's trying to protect it. A couple of descent squads going to be coming in. Cultists looking for that game-winning cap. Descents rush in. Descents get the kill. So close. No, the tripod survives again. Are you kidding me? The cultist gets capped one more time. So low on HP. That'll certainly be the last easy cap of those cultists. The barracks get sold off again. Futurama's income has dwindled. His one harvester has hardly been unable. Oh, critical move here. He kills his own tripod to get the health bar back up. If you recover the husk, you get about 2/3 of the health of the unit back, and that is a way to heal in this moment. Spend $500 on the engineer and get that tripod back up, and the cultist goes down. That's the last cultist out on the field. There's almost nothing left here for Futurama. It's all Buzzer Hives. His portal got sold off. It's all about this one harvester. If that gets targeted down, then the economy of Futurama will be one tib spike, and maybe not even that, as the descents come back out, and he's going to go for the blue type Fury. He's going to go for the double income. Will he actually survive long enough? Triple Buzzer Hive around the back of the drone ship, but down below 20% health as the descents rush in once again, looking for that critical kill, looking for the kill on the tripod, and they won't find it. Drive has broken through. Drive has dismantled Futurama, and that's the end of the game as Drive comes through on Redzone 9 and knocks down Futurama. A 13-minute match, but a nail-biter down to the wire several times for these guys. I don't know why Drive decided to all-in like that with the MCV cell double barracks instead of playing this one out longer, but maybe he feels like that's how you gotta play against Traveler on that map. You gotta get in their face, you gotta knock them down, you gotta keep up the pressure, and you gotta go a little bit crazy to win. That will do it. Thank you all very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. And this is Sybert signing out.